Hello guys, Ashen here as always, and today you are joining me in the end. We are going to tackle a monster of a project today, but I'm going to hopefully get it done for you in one episode. So we are going to get right off to a start here, because this bit I'm going to talk for a bit, then I'm going to cut. I'm just basically going to explain what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be building an Enderfarm, and I'm going to be using the one from Doc M's tutorial. I believe JL and Panda have either helped with it or adapted it a bit. I think it was Panda who used the tripwire design, which is the one that I will be using today. So basically I'm going to be following that. I'm not going to really explain in that much detail what I'm doing, because if you search for an Enderfarm tutorial, Docs will come up as the first one. It explains things in wonderful detail, much better than I could ever do, so head over there. So at the moment I'm just making my platform 200 blocks out to allow the Enderman to spawn there. So I'm just going to cut back to you guys when I am there, so I will see you guys in a couple of seconds. Okay, we're now 200 blocks away from the island, well 199 to be precise if you're standing here, because I misplaced a block. Now we've got the fun part where we've got to use this water stream to pillar down to the lowest level so we can maximise the efficiency of our farm. And I've never done this before, so this is pretty scary, but hopefully we're going to be alright. So we're going down as low as we can because you don't want to go over 128, because otherwise it makes a whole new set of chunks load and that makes it really inefficient. Oh, am I drowning? Did I drown then? Sorry, I'm trying to keep my finger on the button. Yeah, I'm not in the water current. There we go. Whew, my heart is pounding at the moment. Right, where does this actually... It ends there. Okay, so I think this is good enough for us. That's as low as we need to get. Right, phew. Hopefully that's the hard part done, because that is scary, I'm not going to lie. I could go lower, but I really do not want to at the moment. Right, so this is going to be the bit where our redstone goes. So what we need to think is power's around the side. Okay, so we need to have a bit where a redstone wire is going to go up to the top, and it's going to go underneath and able to power a thing 4 blocks away. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, I need to light this place up first and foremost. That's what I've been really worried about with this project, forgetting to light stuff up. Okay, so I'm going to nip up to the top and get some redstone and get the wiring sorted. I'll do that off camera because it's going to be a lot of going up and down the water stream. So I will see you guys once again in a couple of seconds. Okay, so the first bit of wiring's done. Basically, that block there is just another... I'm just going to see if I can get rid of this. I should be able to get rid of this with no problem. Yeah, that block there has another redstone torch on top of it, so that these two torches work together, and they're going to raise and lower our pistons when we choose. By default, we're going to have them up, which is experience farm mode, and if we flick a lever, it'll lower the pistons and put it into kill mode. So let's place all these pistons down now. I'm doing this in rows of 15. These are all 15, so it's easier to work out how many of each we need and all that sort of thing. Right then, we're now going to put our landing pad floor in, which is just blue wool. It can be any object you like, so long as it's a full block. Right, so we should hear a piston now and be able to see this raise if we've done it right. Sounded a bit laggy, but it appears to have worked. Okay, you know what, I'm just going to make a crafting bench down here because I need it. Might have to go back to the overworld to get some wood at some point, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, now we're going to make a load of half slabs, and they are going to be our flooring around the raised pistons. So there, I wonder if we can jump. Everything that I do now is just that much more intense now that I'm up this high. Never been in this situation before. Well, you saw how I was with the Ender Dragon, but never really been in this situation before, and can't say I'm all that keen, to be honest. Like, even the smallest things, like walking out to put some redstone on, become a heart-pounding moment of terror. I mean, you think you're brave, you try this. I tell you, I have no problem with creepers, with Endermen, but building here, right now, pretty scary. I'm trying to think of the next step. Right, basically after this, I'm going to put another ring around the outside. Another ring of full blocks around the outside of this, so we've got somewhere safe to stand on. And I'll put the walls up, and then I will bring you guys back once I've done that. Okay, welcome back, guys. I have put a roof on this thing. I've made it so that they can't spawn, with water on top, and then some half slabs. So the next thing we've got to do is... we've got to pillar up to 43. I need to go up top. You'll come with me this time, because I'll show you how it looks from the top, and hopefully it won't take very long. I need to make a better way of getting up and down here, maybe some stairs or something. But at the moment, this water elevator is fine if I'm not doing too much on camera, which hopefully I won't be, because, I don't know, I have a feeling that the hardest part's over. I actually died off camera, by the way, not from falling into the end, but I went mining for more stone, and I was on diamond level, and got like a half stack of gold, stack of iron, 4 diamonds. I had my good pick and sword with me, and then I fell in lava and died. It's not the end of the world, though. I can get over that pretty quickly. It won't stop the building here, so that's alright. Yep, we're near the top now. What was I coming up here for? Buttons and vines. Oh, did I... oh, I must have had them in my inventory when I died. Alright, then back to the overworld, I think. Yeah, because I can't get vines while I'm here. Okay, I will see you guys in a couple of seconds then. Okay, I'm concerned. I've come back here to my base and I've just heard an explosion that has nothing to do with me. The only thing I can think of is skeleton hitting a creeper, but why would this skeleton hit a creeper? It's not like I've been in line of sight of them or anything. Maybe one day we'll find it, but for now we're just going to have to ignore it. I'll be back with you guys soon. While I was here, I figured I might as well check up on how the fruit and melon factory was doing, and it's doing pretty well. This is all without me having to do a single thing, and we're getting stacks and stacks of stuff, but at the moment I'm just waiting for the stone to smelt, so give it a few more minutes and we'll be back to building, so see you guys in a few. Okay, we're back here and we are ready for the next stage, and the next stage is to pillar up 43 blocks, so I'm going to do this the easy way. This is the one benefit to doing it on survival. You can count how many blocks you've got before you've actually placed them. So we're just going to pillar straight up here. And this is where it starts to get a little bit more dangerous. But I have a feeling because the water's down there, if I do fall, I'll hopefully be able to aim it so that I don't do too much damage to myself. Okay, and then we're going to put this here. 1 block. Bury down. Got my buttons, got my vines. We need to make this go out another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go up another layer. Actually, before we go up another layer here, we're going to bring it round. 4. And then this one needs to be 16 long. So when we get to 12 there, well, when we get one past the length of the other one, we know we're at the right place. Whew, so I am going to be so glad when this project is over. Because it's just, I know it's a really, really nice reward and everything. You get loads of experience. Well, I've never had an Enderfarm before, so I'm hoping you get loads of experience, but this is a horrible, horrible job at the moment. I mean, I've lost a fair amount already. I wouldn't say a lot, so hopefully we'll get some decent enchants. Right, and the next thing I'm going to do is make the fall reset. We're putting these buttons here to stop the vines growing down any further, because they're cheaper than signs, and the reason you don't use buttons instead of signs normally is because they get broken by water. But here we're not involving any water, so it's absolutely no problem for us to use buttons. Okay, then we're going to place our vines. And this is going to reset the fall of any Enderman that falls through it. Because vines have no hitboxes like ladders, so they won't land on top of it, but it will slow them down. So all of them will fall 43 blocks long. Ready to be battered to death by me once we get there. Right, we're going to go down to the bottom now. I'm going to light this place up. Because I let Enderman spawn before, and it's something I don't want to do again. So we're going to light this place up. And this was the thing that I felt that I was going to forget to do a lot. But I think I've been pretty good so far with it. Although I did have to make an iron sword before because I let the load spawn. And now that we've got this place lit up and spawn proof, we're going to go down to the bottom. I swapped my pick, by the way, for I was using an efficiency one, I've swapped to an unbreaking. Because I want this pick to last. I want to make as few trips back to the overworld as possible. So every 2 blocks high now, we are going to make a ring, and that's to keep the Enderman in, and also to stop them from spawning. So 2 blocks up, and then a ring here. And I'm going to do this off camera, actually. There's no point in making you guys sit through this boredom, so I'll see you in what will be a couple of seconds for you, and a couple of seconds for me. Okay, so we have our rings now. A gap of 2 in between each of them comes up to our drop resetting pad. The next thing to do now is to build the actual spawning pads and the piston pushers that go with them. So I'm going to take enough for 1 layer. I hope. I'm probably not going to have enough redstone now that I think about it. Okay. Because I've been worrying so much about pistons and all that sort of thing, how that's going to work, but I never actually thought about how much redstone I brought with me. But that's no big deal. We'll try and get a couple of spawning pads done this episode, and I can just do the rest off camera. I'm not going to need anything else, I don't think. Right, so let's hop up to the top layer. And basically, I'm just going to do one on one side, and then you guys can just copy that over and over. So this is where it gets fun and pretty complicated. Actually, no, I'm going to do it on this side, so I leave myself a way down. Sorry about that. It's just the first time I've done this in survival. I've practiced a little bit with the design on creative. But this is the first time I've done it here, so I don't want to take any risks unnecessarily. Okay, so this is going to be our spawning floor. To there. And you go there. Need my pick with me. So our tripwire is going to go here. We're going to have redstone feeding beyond. So that means that we're going to have a row of stone blocks here, with a row of pistons on top, and then another row of stone blocks, because don't forget, Endermen are 3 tall, so your spawning pads need to be 3 tall as well. Just because you fit in there doesn't mean that everything will. And don't take that as an innuendo. If you were thinking it, you're a terrible, immature person, and so am I, because I thought it. Jeez. At least I can put it down to stress up here. Okay. And we are going to power the pistons from behind, I think. Oh no, maybe it's on top. Yeah, it is. It's the ones on top. So I swear that goes up too, but I don't know why. Let's just put the pistons down and then see how we're going to power it. At least that bit's easy enough. Yeah, I'd advise doing the ends first, so you don't absent-mindedly just jump off the end. I've done it before on creative, so not something I would advise you doing. Now we're just going to test this first. If if we put this here like this, and we're not going to stand in front of the pistons. I know, I bet a load of you have been silently praying, hoping that I do that, but nope. I'm going to have to deny you the pleasure, I'm afraid. No, so we need to have another layer going up top first. That's fine. Oh yeah, now I remember how it works. I think. If I power you, you should put power through, right? Yeah. But I swear it was different. But this works, so I'm not going to complain. I think in my other design I had my blocks one higher. But then, no, maybe not actually, no. Ignore me, I'm talking a load of rubbish. Right, so that goes there like that. Hang on a second though, I had... Yeah, I've done this bit wrong. You need to go down one. No, down one. And you need to go down one. I'm trying to not waste all my stone here as well, because stone is precious. I have the weirdest things that I need in this world. I need more cobblestone, I need more dirt. I'm fine for diamonds. I need more iron. The only thing I don't need is diamonds, and they're the easiest thing, the most difficult thing to get. Okay, we are not going to put the tripwires in just yet, because I know what will happen if I do. I'm learning, guys. Slowly but surely, I'm learning how not to die stupidly. Right, not going to need this redstone torch anymore, so that can go away. Tripwire there. This running all the way along. Get up to safety. Safety being a relative term in this place. This isn't my ideal idea of safety. And then we just stick... Actually, I should have left that there. And now, hopefully... Beautiful. So that's one layer. That's hopefully you can see how this works. Basically, 2 rows of pistons. 2 rows of pistons? Row of stone. Row of pistons. Row of stone. On the bottom floor, you're having a line of string with tripwire. Around the back, you're going to feed redstone so that it's powering the block which is next to or above the piston block itself. The next thing that you're going to do is just to cap these off so that Enderman can't spawn on that exposed block, because everything else, and I'd best show you this now. We'll go and do the next layer because I'll show you how you make sure that everything else is covered so that Endermen don't spawn. So we're going to have another row of spawning pads here. And it's exactly the same design as above. So that means that you have this here. This will go up, so that's your tripwire, and then your redstone wire is going to feed up and along there. What you need to make sure is, though, that you put an extra row of blocks below the one that your redstone wiring is resting on, and it's because of the fact that if you see where that redstone wiring is, Enderman can spawn there. I can spawn there as well, so make sure you bring that down one as well. That's something I'd not consciously thought about before. Ooh, I nearly lost that bit then. Come back. Yeah, because see how this is... Oh, that's 3 as well. So, if you put that one there, that stops that from spawning. We're going to have to jump out here. I wish there was an easier way for me to get up and down, to be honest. we're just going to go ahead and disable this tripwire. Disable this tripwire. Thank you. So make sure you put one here as well. I knew about that one. That one I'd realised in creative. I hadn't realised about the other one. Or maybe I had and it was just easier to forget it when I was flying about. Alright then, so that's all safe. It's not cutting off any wires, so that's alright as well. Put that there. Hop back up here. Tripwire there. But apart from that, it's exactly the same as the other layers. So I'm just going to go ahead and... don't need to fill it in, because that's all filled in. That is too high, right? Yep. And then we'll just do the rest of this. Or fall in. Now, I'm not too worried about falling down there, because if I fall down there, I'll get my stuff back. It's falling off the edges, which is the scary bit. So our tripwire will be here. Which means we block off this side. Wire will be running there. This has got to be pistons again. Remember what I said about making sure that you make sure you put railings at the end of it, because I could have very easily run off the end there. Luckily I didn't, but could have. Right. Just trying to think. So that goes there. We're not going to activate this to the end, as always. Oops. So tripwire goes there. Redstone goes along the back like this. And I wish I could tell you how much the block costs were and everything, but I honestly don't know. I know that it's 60 pistons and 60 string and 4 tripwires a layer. No idea about the stone costs. I'm sorry. But if you're building it out of a cheap block, like I am, stone bricks, it shouldn't be too much of a problem unless you're a really weird Minecrafter and have more diamonds than you do iron and stone, in which case it becomes a bit of a problem. So we put you here. You here. Do the same up here. And that's it for 2 layers. So I am going to go ahead and put some more layers in. I'm not sure how many. I'm just going to do as many as my resources allow. But I will be back with you guys once I've got a bit more to show you. Well, that was close. Welcome back, guys. This thing is working now. It's not amazingly fast. I actually ran out of stone before I ran out of pistons and stuff, but so we've only got about, I think it's 6 layers or something. But these are all down here now. They are in one-shot area. See what I mean? It's not particularly fast at the moment, but soon I'm gonna add more layers in. And but basically, it's a working experience farm. It's a lot quicker than my zombie grinder. I can tell you that already. So I'm really happy. We'll just take a look on the way up. Let's see what happens. So there's the rings which keep them in, stop them from falling out. At the moment, some of them are dying when they land. That's just because the top area isn't closed off yet, so they can jump. It gives them that 1 block extra falling distance and kills them when they land, but that'll be fixed when I've got enough stone brick to finish it. Let's just... And I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to put a staircase leading down here and put a library in so we can enchant stuff, put an anvil there as well. It does mean I'm going to need a better way to get to the stronghold from now on, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So yeah, as you can see, there is the reset pad, and there is the actual ender. I'm not sure why those are 3 high when the other ones are 2. Might be something I can change there. It's working perfectly inside, so we've just got to add the extra layers, get some more stone brick in. But I'm just going to check how long this episode is. And if it's not too long, then... Oh, shut up, please. I've had to turn my sound right down. if it's not too long, then I will come back and do a little bit more building, put a little entrance in so you can see how that works. But I'll see. I'll go and check now. So I will see you guys in... You know what, I've been thinking, if anybody makes a drinking game out of this, out of the number of times I say fingers crossed, see you in a couple of... You will be dead by the end of it. I really need to stop saying that sort of thing. Anyway, I am going to go and check the episode length. Okay guys, we're looking at about 25-minute episode here already, so I'm not going to go on for much longer. I've got to apologise, firstly, for what I said before. It's not 60 pistons per layer, it's 30 pistons per layer, and 30 string, not 60, in case you were wondering about that. Secondly, sorry about the ice cream van. I have headphones on while I'm recording, so half the time I don't hear what's going on outside. The window is closed, the double glazed window, so I have no idea why that was so loud. But hopefully you didn't, you know, have a heart attack or anything like that from it. What was the last thing I was going to say? I had one more thing to say. It wasn't sorry. Next episode, that was the one. Next episode, I'm going to do the layers off camera. I'm probably going to do the library and the staircase off camera because that's going to be pretty boring. I'm not going to do anything fancy just yet. I want a functioning place first. And next episode, I think we'll start working on our village then. Possibly the house that I've been putting off for ages. And I think I owe you guys a subscriber treat by now, so it could be any of those three things. I'm going to have to see what I feel like. At the moment, I'm leaning towards doing the village, but we'll see. So I'm going to get to work on this off camera, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I managed to get it done within half an hour, which was my big hope. Hopefully it's not been too boring to watch. It's something that's going to help immensely in this world now. It's going to make my life so much easier. So, for now, I'm going to say goodbye. I will see you next episode, and until then, take care.